getting stronger.
My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and
we are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here's a six-year man, Austin Ekeler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ekeler going to get it again on second down. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Running on first down, Ekeler. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 3rd down, here's Ekeler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
58 sacks and 4 Pro Bowls is a heck of a start for anyone's career. And that's exactly what Joey Bosa has done in his first 6 seasons in the NFL. He came into this league NFL ready and has only gotten better since.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Fielded at the 43. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach can...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there. Make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Once more, here's Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Good thing, Brandon. I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in his first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Herbert on third down now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now it's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, again, man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Herbert back to the air. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is stopping your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. They'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second down, here's Chubb again. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Browns at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. They matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. The middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. On the screen, this is Eckler. And some space here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. Being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. Having all the offense that you already referenced in the first half, he'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Chubb will get the call running left. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Three yards remain for second down.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
120 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
He finds his target, Allen. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now a give running left is Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anthony Walker up behind the line and finishing that play off.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They dial up the clearance that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here comes Grant on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that Chargers defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Watson off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He's going to look deep for more.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's Eckler again. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Herbert throwing again. Caught by Allen.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. On 2nd and 12, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Herbert to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. We're going to talk about making winning plays. That is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. York able to send this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing, Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Yeah, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Herbert. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't... So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Eckler now between the tackles. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First throw in overtime for Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Here's Herbert. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. Certainly incomplete. Certainly what they'd like to have back as it brings him 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT, and now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole,
and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, here's Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because